Hello, welcome to another episode of CoinBlock. I'm Charles. Today I'm really excited to be talking to you about another 6 ICOs and comparing them to the past successes of 6 previous ICOs now trading on the crypto markets. I'm not a financial advisor and this is definitely not financial advice. Always remember to do your own due diligence. I'm not paid, sponsored or affiliated with these ICOs. The views expressed in this video are just my opinions. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and of course hit that notification button because investing in ICOs is time critical and it'd be such a shame for you to watch all my videos only to miss out on the latest ICO content. So when I look at an ICO, instead of diving head first and reading the white paper for hours and hours only to realize that the ICO isn't for me, I really like to break it down and look at 3 core fundamentals behind the ICO project. And that is the token economics. How much money do they want to raise? What happens to pre-sale investors' tokens? Are they vested? Are they locked up for a certain period of time? What's the circulating supply like? What's the price of the token like? All these different dynamics I have to really take into the mix in order to understand whether or not I want to invest in the project. I then like to look at the company profile or team behind the ICO and really understand whether or not they've got the grit and potential to really execute on the vision outlined in their white paper. And finally, I like to look at the amount of marketing awareness in the cryptocurrency space. I don't want to invest in a project if people aren't going to be still talking about it in 6, 9 or 12 months time. So this video is actually different from my previous videos because I want to get more videos out there for you guys. And the only way I could do that is really kind of cut down my time on video editing and just talk fast and get through all these ICOs I want to talk to you about. So we've got 6 ICOs, Nokia. The second one is Thrive. The third one is Lympo. I know, a ridiculous name. Fourth one is BABB. Then we have Electrify Asia. And then finally we got NEX or the NEX token ICO. So of all these ICOs, the ones that I'm most bullish on are of course Lympo, Electrify Asia and NEX. And the reason for that really is the token economics. With the NEX token, they're actually creating a decentralized exchange, and the CEO of the Neo blockchain, Hong Da-fei, or Da Hongfei, I don't know how you say his name actually, he is actually one of the principal advisors behind the NEX project, and I believe NEX is going to be one of the biggest ICOs for this year. Everyone's going crazy for decentralized exchanges, and because this is going to be built on top of the Neo blockchain, I really think it's going to do very, very well. Then we've got Electrify Asia. Now, Electrify Asia, I think it's going to be massive just because their value proposition is based in Asia. I think they're going to do very, very well. You look at WePower, you look at all these other ICOs like Power Ledger and Restart Energy. I think they're also going to do quite well too. Then you've got Lympo. Now, apart from having a very odd sounding name, I do think this could do well because I think you're going to get a lot of people who don't know what to look for when buying into an ICO. And for that reason alone, they're probably going to get into Lympo because it does have excellent documentation. As you can tell by the graph here, I wasn't too keen on the team, but overall I do think Lympo is very promising. And remember what I've taught you in my previous videos, you now can really go out there and look at the ICOs on my graph without having me explain to you how it works. You can look at the team, you can look at the axis for hype, you can look at the axis for the token metrics, and you can really kind of determine whether or not these ICOs are investable for you. The interesting thing about Lympo is that they actually want to pay people to work out their cryptocurrency. So it's an interesting idea, and I am bullish on the project, but I'm only bullish on it because people who have less experience in investing than myself are actually going to buy into it. And that's actually called Greater Fool Theory. Please look it up on Investopedia. Greater Fool Theory. It's a very interesting idea. With Tokia and Thrive, I didn't really think much of them because the pre-sale bonuses they're giving away are just too big. They're like 45-50%. As you know, I don't like big bonuses. And then you got BABB, which I think is a great idea, banking on the blockchain, but too many people have done that and have marked them down severely with their token economics just because they're doing 2 crowd sales, one in February of this year and one in Q1 in next year in 2019, which is just not on in my opinion. And finally, my video wouldn't be mine if I didn't do my post ICO analysis. So we've got Naga, we've also got co-vesting, we've got Deep Brain, we've also got Bounty 0x, we've also got INS token and Car Vertical. So These are all, well, some of these projects are ones that I like, others I disliked. So obviously Bounty 0x I was always very bullish on. I always knew they were going to do very well at 54x, and that's really because of the token economics. As long as you can determine that the ICO in question isn't a scam and the token economics are very, very good, 9 times out of 10 it's going to do very well. Co-vesting, I was also very bullish on the project. It actually made a lot more than the 3.3x, but I discounted the bonuses for pre-sale investors. Obviously, if you got in at the pre-sale, it would have made a 14 or 15x. But for standard buyers, it made a 3.3x. But it does copy trading for cryptocurrency day traders, so I do think that's going to do well in the future. INS always knew it was going to do very, very well just because I've scored them very well on my diagram there. But I didn't like the project at all. Car Vertical I'm very, very bullish on. It got a 4.5x return on investment. Someone actually asked me the other day, do the X's represent ROIs or returns on investment for Ethereum or Bitcoin or dollar? They actually represent ROI or return on investment for US dollar values, because that's how I trade. I usually trade for the US dollar. And then we've got Naga over here, which I really didn't like as an ICO. And finally, we've got Deep Brain, which I was always very, very bullish about. It was a Chinese ICO after all, and they seem to be doing very well at the moment. And Deep Brain made a total of a 41x. So I think there's some very happy investors there. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day for watching my video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and of course hit that notification button, because investing in ICOs is time critical. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next installment.